Hey, hello. Hello. I'm Iggy. I'm a junior, and I have a speech for Sophia. Hello, Sophia. I remember when I first got into the group, I was like, which one of these crazy people am I going to imprint on? You know, like duckling to its mother duck, you know? And so, amongst all the members, I found this tall, beautiful human who radiated the mother-like energy. You know, like someone who you can ask to take care of your dog for a weekend, or like your pet fish without letting it die in like an hour. You get the gist. So that was my first impression of Sophia, someone I can trust my pet with for like 2 days. And you might think it's weird, but this group needs someone like that to rely on in times of chaos and crazy, who can bring peace and sanity. Like the friend who volunteered to stay sober to take care of everybody on a night out, or that friend who lends you their shoulders to cry on when you're drunk and sad from that same night out. But seriously, she's such an integral member of this group, not just in the moral support kind of way, but in many, many different facets that made this group what it is today. She always had helpful notes about going over songs, and she always knew her part and was so helpful to other members on her part by teaching them and being that person to listen to when you don't know your part. You know, that feeling of panic when you suddenly forget your part and you're frantically trying to listen to the other people around you to match your notes, you know what I mean? Yeah. We've all been there before. But one of the best things about her is how well her voice blends within the group. She never tries to be louder than others. She doesn't try to stand out, but she always listens to others and tries her best to mix her voice seamlessly into the background. And she always succeeds. Her voice is like that glue that binds the other voices together by filling in the gaps and voids that might be missing, making a sound fuller and rounder. She is the optimistic of the bunch. When someone would say something critical, she would balance it out with a positive and optimistic note that would bring everyone back to their feet and motivated. She always, always sways and bops when she's singing, which is so contagious that everyone around her starts swaying and bopping. I'm gonna say some random things for a bit. Sophia, you are everyone's spirit animal in the group. When you strut into rehearsal with your bell-bottom jeans looking like an 80s queen, like go off, I guess. Your love for hiking and nature, as well as your curiosities to learn and know more, is amazing. Who says you can't talk science when you're an international studies major? I miss that time when we talked about black matter for like 30 minutes, and we probably will at some point tonight. This is something that I noticed in the past 2 years, but 2 years with you, but you have an appreciation for smaller things in life, and that is such a wonderful thing, and please keep that precious part of you forever. Thank you for being there for all the current underclassmen and current juniors, especially when we first got into the group as clueless newbies. Thank you for being you and being the role model that everyone can look up to. Sophia, thank you for being such an amazing member of the Acoustics. Your presence makes such a difference in the group, and when you're not there, we can notice it. Tonight, you can let go of your responsibilities for a bit. Tonight, you can cry on our shoulders. It is beyond sad that you will be leaving. Sorry. You will be moving on to the other side, but please remember that this is not the end. The moment you stepped foot into this group, your presence in the Acoustics became an eternal thing. We love you so much, and I am confident to say that your passion for the group has spread and transferred to all of us, like fire moving from room to room in a burning house. And I can promise that it will always stay aflame.